Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our stream. Stream number 2 of my post-op life. Okay. I'm kind of glad that I didn't try to stream on Tuesday. That would have been a little too much, let me tell you. Also noticing my bottom cryon down here is not working properly. I'm not sure when that happened. Why are you no work any longer? There it is. I got it back. Woo! Turned it off and turned it on again. Literally, that's all I did. It's the story of tech, isn't it? Did you try turning it off and on again? I feel like mine is not in the middle anymore. Like, it's not looking directly at me here. Let me just try and recenter myself somewhat. There we go. Dinner, yes, that is the reason that I am late, and the reason that you will have to sit and watch me eat this very large sub that I like. It's a big sub. I did not realize it was this big when I bought it. Problem is, you really only get I got a sub from Jersey Mike's, and you really only get two choices here. You get large or small, right? Regular or giant. And the regulars are like, hold on, I have half one. Is literally half, like this, okay? So it's pretty hefty. It's a lot. There's a pretty big sandwich there. But for me, that's like 3/4 of a sandwich. I needed just like a little bit more. Like a foot long, funny enough, for Subway is like perfect. But the giant is like 7.25 for me. It's too big. But I now have this in front of me, and I do not want leftovers. Or if I do have leftovers, I want whole half of this thing to be a leftover, so I need only the rest of this side. Oh shit. Not allowed to have any more. Not allowed. Not allowed. They didn't give me the right bread either. I'm sad. Oh well. They also had Pepsi, which is also saddening. I'm kind of thinking that I try to only keep myself to drinking about half of this. The rest of it is probably going to get mixed with rum. So I have a feeling I'm going to need some alcohol to get through this game. I want to know how far we are into it versus how much further we have to go, you know? I don't think we're that far in, if I remember correctly. That's the problem. Because it's a torturous game. I enjoy this series. I love it. I enjoy this series. I love it. I saw that you were doing a competition. That's awesome. Congratulations on signing up for that. That's a really big step. That's awesome. Yeah, that's really cool. I thought about biking again today. Didn't do it. Very glad I didn't do it because of how windy it was. But I thought about it. I also thought about doing it tomorrow, and that's also not going to happen because I think the thing, it's just so windy is the problem. Like, anyone who isn't in the Northeast right now, like, it is insanely windy on a regular basis. I don't understand it. I really don't. Because, like, my scooter right now has a max speed of 20 miles an hour. And on a lot of the places today, flat, where I should be able to hit that 20 miles an hour pretty easily, I was only getting like 17, 16, sometimes not even 15 miles per hour. Like, it was rough. Not gonna lie. It was rough. So yeah, I didn't bike. Glad I didn't. And for the same reasons, I'm probably not going to bike tomorrow as well. Because just so windy. At least tomorrow won't be as cold. Well, I said this to my mother when I called her too. It will be as cold in the morning though. Tomorrow afternoon warms up relatively well, but tomorrow morning is going to be below freezing again. I do not like this March weather. Smarch. It's funny too because PAX East is happening right now. I want to talk about something that makes me sad. It's PAX East. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's still great for those who want it the way it is, but like, my first PAX East was 2014, I think. I had such a good time. Like I had such a good time at PAX East in 2014. It was fabulous. And then I had a great time the next couple of years as well, but somewhere along that line, PAX East changed. I think more the gaming industry changed. It got bigger in a bad way. How do I put this? Like, I got a little nostalgic a little while ago because I'm still on PAX's mailing list, their email list. I got kind of nostalgic and decided to look up like who are the vendors that are going to be there on the dealer floor or the show floor. What are the panels? And there were just a lot less panels than I remember there being. I mean, to be fair, I was looking at a schedule a little while ago, and the panel schedule probably wasn't fully filled out, but in a lot of cases, there was only like one or two options per time slot. Whereas I remember when I was going back, in 14 through 18 or whatever it was, there would be like 3, 4, 5 panels deep, 5 different events happening at any given moment in the different panel rooms. And it was just, I don't know, it was a little disappointing to see that. And then I looked at the show floor map and like the list of the developers and the publishers that were going to be there. And mind you, I'm focusing mostly on video games. I know a lot of friends of mine are going for TTRPG stuff, and it sounds like for TTRPG stuff, it's still amazing. But there was only like one major publisher that was going to be on the show floor, and it was Larian Studios, who did Baldur's Gate 3. And that's the only one that I would consider a major publisher. And even then, I would say Larian is a pretty small publisher on top of that. Like, they might be major because they had a massive hit this year, but they're small ultimately. But like back in the mid 10s, it like there was the Xbox booth, the PlayStation booth, the Nintendo booth, like giants in the gaming world. You had Blizzard was there, like Activision had its own separate thing besides Blizzard because it wasn't Blizzard Activision, or like when it was, they still operated like there were two different things. Gaming hardware companies would have their own booths there. I remember when I was building a PC in 2014, or collecting parts to build one, I think. And I was trying to get my hands on a GTX 970. LOL, that was such a long time ago now. Man, when a 3 gigabyte card was considered a good thing. I think it was 3 gigabytes, wasn't it? Hold on. Let me double check that. 4 gigabytes. Okay, I'm sorry. The GTX 970 had 4 gigabytes of VRAM. My current graphics card has 24. So there you go. But like, I remember like setting aside time and like watching social media feeds to go to the specific booths on the show floor of hardware developers like MSI and Gigabyte. And they did hardware giveaways. They were giving away whole ass PCs and laptops, like gaming laptops. Alienware had a booth there, and they were giving away laptops and desktops left and right. Like all you had to do was just show up half the time. There was no like pay to enter or anything like that. I mean, you already paid. You paid for PAX East. They gave you a ticket if you showed up, kind of a deal, and then they read off the ticket, or like had stupid dumb little games that they would have you play, like little chance games, spin the wheel, stuff like that. I don't know. It was just such a bigger production, and I had a lot more fun with it. And then the other thing that I really enjoyed at the time was that I always kind of considered PAX East, at least, you know, PAX East versus PAX Prime. I don't really know which one is technically bigger, but PAX East is huge. I know that much. And PAX, it it really was like poor man's E3, right? Which is also dead now. So, and that's going to get into my point in a minute. Like, you as a fan could get to interact with developers of your favorite games. You could get to see them in panels talking about the decisions they made, why they made them, things that, you know, and get to ask them questions directly. I cosplayed the shit out of everything every single day that I was there, almost every year. The first year I went, I cosplayed as Miranda Lawson from Mass Effect 2, right? And there was this big, I think I've told this story before, but I just love, I love it so much. There was this big Mass Effect cast cosplay thing that they were doing for charity. It was in the huge theater. I got roped into a Mass Effect cosplay group that I'm still a member of today, even though I don't actually cosplay any Mass Effect things besides since then. And you know, I got to sit up in the front row, and I got to see the people who were face cast and voice cast for Mass Effect, dressed as their characters, talking about their experiences doing on the show. And it was all for charity. You know, it was all to raise, I think it might have been St. Jude or something like that. It was, you know, children's health kind of a thing. It was a good cause. And then after that, there was like a photo op. You could pay to get your photo taken in cosplay, like with the cast in cosplay. And so I was standing in line for that. And as I'm standing in line, someone taps me on the shoulder and asks if they can take my picture, because I make a great Miranda. And I'm like, absolutely. I pose, and they take a picture. And then he was like, you know, is it okay if I post this on our social media? And I'm like, sure. Like, here's my tag for Twitter, because at the time I had a different Twitter. And I was like, here's my tag. And he's like, great. You know, I really want to feature this on the EA blog. And I'm like, the what? Or BioWare blog. That was what. And yeah, because he was a BioWare dev. He was BioWare social media guy, documenting part of the BioWare team being at PAX East. And he was not the only BioWare dev that was standing there watching. Everyone else started complimenting my thing. And I won't say that I was like friends with them or anything, but like we followed each other on Twitter for a while. It was really cool. Like, I at least interfaced to some degree with lead narrative designer on some of the Dragon Age and Mass Effect games, Patrick Weeks. Like, what the fuck? That's so cool. And yeah, after that, everything was downhill from there. Don't get me wrong. I had great experiences nonetheless. Like, I ran into a developer from CD Projekt Red when I was dressed as Yennefer at one point, or an ex-developer. He used to be a developer, and he took a picture and sent it back to his friends that were still at CD Projekt Red. And I was like, that's so fucking cool. But like, yeah, those were the kinds of people that went to this show as if it were a trade show. And like, you as a fan get to, you know, have interactions with these people who you got to experience their art and got to, you know, have some firsthand experience with them directly. Like, it was just so cool. And yeah, I see you're saying that like the pandemic changed things a lot. It definitely did. I think PAX East got smaller because of the pandemic, but I don't think that's what started it. Because the first time that I really truly was not impressed with PAX East was actually 2019. 2018 was a bit of a downhill, but 2019 was the first one where I left early. I only went for the days that I was going to be speaking at, because at that point I was actually on a panel, and when you're on a panel, they give you an exhibitor badge, which meant that I could just walk in anytime that I wanted. And I had like an exhibitor badge for the whole weekend, but I basically only came down the days that I was speaking. I went down the first day, and I was just so unimpressed that I was like, I'm good. It's okay. Nothing here is really worth it. It was so disappointing. And the reason, going back to E3, like I mentioned, is that E3 is gone now. It's done. It's over. They're not doing it again. And it used to be that that's where all the publishers would announce their games, would tease their games and everything. And that's kind of what PAX East kind of felt like. It felt like an insider preview sometimes. I mean, I played Overwatch before it released. I played a bunch of games before they released, actually. And that was really cool. And you didn't get that in 2018 and 2019. You were getting freshly released games, but they were fully done, or like if they hadn't been released yet, they were like finished. You weren't getting to see a preview of like, this is a demo level we put together for this thing, or this is still in beta and we're still working out some of the kinks, but like, why don't you try it out and see, like, let us know what you think. It was just, hey, isn't this thing cool? Don't you want to buy it when it comes out in 2 weeks? And I'm like, I guess. I mean, I kind of already thought it was cool and I was probably going to buy it anyway. So getting to try it 2 weeks early, I guess, is kind of cool, but and yeah, it's because the gaming industry changed. Game companies got bigger and started holding their own events. I mean, Nintendo did that during E3 for a while. Like, they stopped going to E3 early on, I think. If they did at all, I don't even remember, to be honest. And so they started doing their Nintendo Directs, at some point in the middle of E3 when everyone else is, not paying attention to other things. And then eventually Sony and Microsoft, Xbox, dropped out of E3 as well. And there goes your giant three. Like, there's not a whole lot left. And that's what anchored E3 together. The same kind of thing happened at PAX East, I think. Just giant publishers thought it was no longer important to go to this event, to have the expense of setting up the booth and getting all this equipment sent there and sending all the staff, paying all their airfare, the hotels. It just wasn't worth the expense anymore to have that kind of public relation when you could just hold your own event, right? The face-to-face thing wasn't important anymore. It was just, can you sell things? And, well, the face-to-face thing doesn't really sell that many, so why bother putting that much expense into it, So, yeah, PAX East isn't what it used to be, and it makes me sad. I don't know that we're ever going back to that either, which is really sad, because I loved getting to like meet and talk to developers. And it's something that I think a lot of the internet at large could have learned more from if it had kept going, perhaps. I don't know that like everyone could go, obviously, to one of these kinds of events, but like for a while at least, I kind of got a backstage pass to see how games were made, and because of that, I have a better understanding of what goes into making a game. And then when something comes out and it's like I don't know what to say, like not unfinished, because unfinished stuff is obvious, but like when there's a design choice that doesn't make a ton of sense, or if there's a weird limitation that's built in and you don't really know exactly why it is. Like, I'm not saying that I know why that is, but I now know that there is a developer somewhere who is upset that this is still in the game and they haven't figured out how to get rid of it, but they had to ship it anyway, And so I don't get upset that this thing is not working the way that I would want it to. Or, if it is truly game breaking or something like that, then I'm upset at the publisher, because I'm like, why didn't you give the developers more time to do what was promised? I don't know. I feel like there could be a little bit more. It's just everything in general. Everyone needs to give people a little bit more space and grace here. But like, especially in game stuff, sometimes I swear to fucking God, like, it would be great. Oh. But I mean, like, I remember it was sometime after I had discovered the game Remember Me, which was by Don't Nod. And this was before when I went to PAX East, they had, I guess, just released or recently released Life is Strange Part 1. Life is Strange, if you don't know, was a pretty big fucking deal when it hit. And there were 5 episodes. This was just episode 1. And I went to the Life is Strange panel hoping to talk to them and like ask questions about Remember Me. And that was maybe the most awkward conversation I've ever had because these were French developers too, so they obviously were like, "Who the fuck is this weird American?" It was great. They recognized my cosplay though; that was cute. But they were there and wanted to talk about their new game, and I was sitting there being like, "Are you going to make a sequel for this cool little niche thing that nobody else liked but me?" And I look back on that and I am fucking embarrassed. But anyway, like they gave out a card where you could get the first episode of Life is Strange for free. And that is how I got introduced to Life is Strange. And holy fucking shit, that was one of the best games that I have ever played in my entire life. And it was a big deal when it was coming out too, because it was a female lead and female focused story. You know, there were criticisms against it. I can certainly say that even as a, you know, at that point, God, I was what? 20, 21, something like that, you know, not really a teenager anymore, but just barely. It was bizarre. And one of the criticisms was like, this sounds like a foreign language speaking adult trying to write American teenage slang, which is exactly what it was. Like the fact that, Chloe goes around being like hella this and hella that. We're like, where the fuck did that word come from? That is not in our lexicon. But like it was such a poignant and deep story that did not revolve exclusively around men. Like it was groundbreaking for the time in a lot of different ways. It was deep, it was narrative, it was not super action focused. Your choices mattered deeply and could change the course of the entire game, which was also pretty cool for the time. Like mechanically, story-wise, socially, sociologically, this was just an amazing game. And I got to like get a little bit of a backstage look, like a peek behind the curtain into what was going into making this and where were some decisions made. And now it kind of feels like that sort of environment is just gone. I don't know. And I guess because of that, like, yeah, I was willing to overlook the fact that Chloe wouldn't stop saying hella and was very obviously played by an adult woman, Ashley Birch, who I also got to meet at PAX at one point. I don't remember what that was for. I just remember going up and getting really excited because I loved Hey Ash, What You Playing at the time, which I still do, don't get me wrong. I love that series. And I'm sad that it's over, but at the same time, I'm so glad that the Birch siblings have managed to find, like, their niches. And I love Ashley Birch as a VA. She's an amazing voice actress. If you don't know her from Chloe Life is Strange, I know she was Tiny Tina in the Borderlands series, mostly Borderlands 2 and 3, I think. And Aloy in the Horizon series. So Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West, she's Aloy. Those are the big 3 that like come to mind right away. I fucking love her. She's great. Anyway, it is now 8:11. I've been talking for half an hour about PAX East and how disappointing it is that it's not what it used to be, and we should move on. I've had the gang sitting in front of me here too this whole time. And that's a company that never was at PAX East that I'm always kind of sad they weren't, was Her Interactive, because that would have been amazing, but it's okay. Ultimately, like, all good things have to come to an end, I suppose. And like maybe one day I'll go back to PAX a little bit, but I'm definitely not going to do what I used to do. And you can really tell that PAX East is not what it used to be, even just from the ticket sales. Like it used to be, you had to like check what day and time they were going to release, and you sat by your keyboard hitting F5 until it was ready. Like I remember one year, I think they went on sale when I was going to be in the middle of orchestra rehearsal or something. And I was panicking because I was like, if I don't get a 4-day pass when I'm there, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Like, I was so pissed at the prospect of missing out on these tickets. And ultimately, we got them or something. I don't remember. I think there was at least one year that I bought them off someone. I think.
Anytime.
The whole thing. Anyway, like it really used to be super competitive, and now like I think you can still buy tickets. I think not every day. Like I think some of the days are sold out, but like, hold on, let me even just see. Like I'm guessing Saturday is sold out. Saturday usually sells out even now. If I just go here and do attendee, yeah, Saturday is sold out, but yeah, every other day. Oh my god. I mean, it even says low inventory on Thursday, even though I got an email saying PAX is wrapped. So I don't think you can even really use the ticket, even if you bought it. But like, Friday and Saturday don't even have the low inventory thing. And 4-day badges are $250. I really don't think it used to be that expensive. Wow. Wow. Oh, you know, okay. Datalic is there. Dunks? How the fuck does Dunks have a exhibitor list? Why is Dunks there? Final Fantasy 14. Okay, that's pretty decent now. So they've obviously gotten more people since I looked. That's good. Oh, Nintendo is there. Good for them. They actually showed up. Good for them. Larian, like I mentioned. Pokemon has its own booth. All right. Quantic Dream. Okay, well, I mean, kind of Quantic Dream. Those are the featured ones? Atari. Oof. Bandai Namco. Okay, so it's, you know, better than I was painting it, I think. Maybe I saw it just a little too early for them to have actually, you know, gotten everything done. Oh, Dispel Dice is there. That's fun. I backed their first Kickstarter. I have some of their first ever dice. It was really cool, and they're really expensive, and I regret that because now I have $150 worth of very expensive dice that I never fucking use. I don't play tabletop as much as I wanted to. I backed them before the pandemic, and the pandemic hit, and I couldn't do tabletop with anybody. When I did do tabletop, it was all like online shit, right? So the dice were built into the system. Damn. I don't know what to do with those. Thought about selling them from time to time, just because I really don't use them. What else do we have here? Funcom. Okay. A lot of game design higher ed places, from a couple from like actual universities and a couple from like worryingly the ones that I've never heard of, I guess is the best way to put it, that make me nervous. Like I would check it out before I would ever send anyone there. New England College has an esports team? Huh, okay. I haven't seen any other big ones, or even close to big ones yet. Yeah. We're already in the T's now. Verizon. Oh, okay. Why the fuck are you there? Selling people internet? I guess. Yeah, that's it. I mean, hey, Nintendo's there. That's something, I suppose. You know, cool, cool. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing. I literally don't know what we're doing. I have the key for this, though. Cool. Oh.
This could come in handy.
Let's. I see you watching me up there.
There's no power.
Womp womp.
Aha! That's why it's not working.
Is this just a reason to be like, hey, look, they have different plugs than us? Is that really it? Like. Yeah, I don't know why I need that right now. AKA, I don't.
I hate snakes.
Okay, that scared me a little. LOL. I'll do it again? Okay, fine. Okay. The glory hole. Oh, God.
Oh, hello, Fräulein.
See you later.
See you later, Nancy.
I have. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So Sparrow has that little doohickey. Are there other ones? No. What did she say? There must be something. This is why. This is why having some being, you know, closer to the streams closer to each other is actually helpful because I can remember what I did. So right now I'm trying to remember what I did last. Oh, hello. B. Okay. About the castle. Say much of anything though, but there's a B there. I don't know what the B stands for. I need to get a new. I need to get a different pen. This pen sucks and I hate it. Huh. Ooh.
It looks like I need to match the glass pattern, but I don't have all of the pieces.
Yeah, you just got one. Is that little piece that's missing, or? Okay, no. We need to find the other pieces still.
I have to translate that.
Where's my fire in 2006? Restoration work was required. There's a G there. Again. Fryhair's daughter. What is this painting? Hold on. I can't remember what this painting actually is, but it is not a portrait of the Freiherr's daughter. The first thing that shows up is Elsa Amsel, Nancy Drew Wiki, which is, again, this is a real painting. Not that one, but I guess it caught the G. But that's the necklace, you know, the important necklace, I guess. Ah, there you are. I was gonna say. Artist is Piero di Cosimo, Maria Magdalena. Oh, I don't know what that says. Is that an I or two L's? Okay, yeah. So the reason why it showed up as the Nancy Drew to start with is because this is flipped and the background is changed. And now that I'm looking at it again and not just focusing on the person in front of me, the background is Nancy's bedroom, right? Or the bedroom that Nancy has. And like her outfit's been changed a little bit. Like it's just a Photoshop job. And that's why it triggered the different thing. Which now that I see that, I'm like, oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Like, I get it. Okay. There's an A here for the scarlet letter. That's an A on a flag, or... Let me just do, like, red flag. Yep. I don't really know what that's supposed to be. Trying to figure out what this is. The ring? Like ring cycle? These are important, and I don't know why. That's the important part, is that I don't know why. I just know they're important. Hello, Fermented Sims. Welcome to the channel.
See you later.
So... Oh god, is this my third, fourth, or fifth time playing this game? I don't even remember anymore. It's been a hot minute. I actually hate this game. I kind of hate this game. I am the wrong person to ask if you want a glowing review, because I really don't like this one. There are great Nancy Drew games though. I just don't like. Oh god. I don't like this one.
Come down here.
What if I don't want to come down there, you small demon child?
Help. Can you go distract Carl? I've got a really great prank idea, but I need him distracted. Can you do it?
Sure.
You are my favorite new person in the world, Nancy. Come back and let me know when he's distracted.
So, good job, Nancy. This is the best birth control. I know, right?
I'll let you go.
I never want to have kids at this one. Oh, if the choice is between this one and Alibi and Ashes, do Alibi and Ashes. Alibi and Ashes is an amazing game. Do that one. Hands down. Great story, great gameplay, much better than this. Definitely do that one. That's an easy choice. For those who haven't seen or haven't played all the games like I have and are coming along with me on this lovely journey, Alibi and Ashes is the next game, so we will get to that one. But it is a much better game than this. There are some slight weird things with it, nonetheless. Like, I always love finding those anyway, so like that'll be fine. But like, yeah, Alibi and Ashes is definitely the superior game. What is that?
I have to translate that.
Oh, you just, it's just danger, stairs ahead. But why isn't there a sign to say there are stairs on the other side where there are also stairs? Insane. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Well, we might have the glass pieces. I don't know how many there are. Do I have enough? She didn't say we didn't, but of course, happy to. Like, trust me, Alibi and Ashes is a great, great game. I can highly recommend it. I am looking forward to being able to play it myself. So, well, again, like I mentioned, I have played these a bajillion and one times. And they still don't get old. I just get to make fun of them. I don't know. I think the green goes down first. Yes, I was correct. The green did go down first. I am possibly missing one? And then this guy goes here. Nope, not missing one. Cool, I can do this. I was just about to say, what did I mess up? And didn't realize that I was doing fine. Ah, cipher wheel. We love cipher wheels. I think actually I can keep this half the sandwich because I still haven't finished the first half and I'm not hungry anymore. So I kind of have to just finish this because I've already started it, but I can easily save half this for tomorrow. Shablam. I'm still not sure what to do though. You would think me playing the games this many times, I would be able to instinctually remember what to do at all times, but I don't. Because I'm very good at this, you know? I'm distracting Carl, which will prank something prank. I'm having difficulty going up these stairs, so oh my god! Wait, this is my room. That is not where I wanted to go either. Just checking to see if I can find any more hidden doohickeys. No. Too far.
Hello?
I'd like to give you more help with your character.
Now the character needs a special item. Should it be a magic golden ring or a never-ending pocket full of gold coins?
I want my character to wear the ring.
Thanks.
I'd like to play
Do I have to play a round of raid to make the distraction happen, or do I just tell him that there's a distraction? Because I hate this game. Right? The stairs don't make any fucking sense either. It's the worst. You failed bad, sir. Ah. How dare you? mean, hey, if they just fight each other the whole time, I'm fine with that. All right, keep going. I'm about to take the lead, haha. You can't win. Haha. Okay, they really are just not fighting me at all. I'm fine with that. Wow. That player sucks. Ah, we have to fight now. Okay, I'll pay attention. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm sorry, what was that? I couldn't hear you with the sound of you sucking. Bye! I don't know. Just pick the guy. Oh! Wow. What are we doing? Orange? Ah!
I won.
Yes, you did, Nancy. Good job. Okay. Oh, food has been ingested. Well, put in my mouth at least. Maybe not ingested yet. Well, no, yeah. No, I know words. It has been ingested. It has not been digested. That's what I was thinking of. Brain had a fart. Ooh, I made a bit of a mess on my desk. Oh, geez. Oh, no. Oh, geez. Oh, oh. You know what? We'll take care of that in a minute. One. Cool. I have to give up one of my cards, I think. And then fight. They both suck, so. And yet I win. I think that makes sense. Is it because I picked easy? I mean, I did want it to be easy, but... Okay. Keep going. Damn it. Don't make this any longer than it needs to be. This is going so slowly I could have gotten up and got my drink by now. Alright. Well, we make up for the black space I landed. We all land on white spaces this time. Okay. Oh my god. Can we just listen to the song? That player over there has too many cards. Go back. Ah. Well, I gotta hope that one of these has a really low red score. Well, it's probably the concertina. Violin mix in there. It's a really slow oompa too, you know? So I don't know this is gonna work. Give it to me. Yes! Alright, I win.
Good round.
Was that enough?
Can you help me distract Lucas for a minute by staying at your desk? He wants to set up a prank for you.
I will sit here and be your unsuspecting prank victim. And finally, I will be able to catch him in the act.
I'll let you go. Bye.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay. Alright, you small devil child.
Okay, Carl is distracted.
All
I'm
right.
gonna steal that piece of paper that's behind you. Which I probably could have.
This message is in some sort of code. I bet if I try moving the letters around in the columns, I can figure out what it says.
Guessing this is something about open. Open the something. Just trying to figure these out. That's probably in. This is probably the as well. Two-letter word. Of. There we go. That one I don't actually know. That's and. Again. A third time. Okay. R. Yeah. Them are okay. Then, yep. I think this one is around. Is this secret? Security. Booth. Play the, I'm guessing that is a glockenspiel. Okay. Below. Oops. Hidden. There we go. To open the security booth, play the glockenspiel. Blank are hidden around the notes. Are hidden around the castle. Find them and then play them in the order of the list. Hidden locations are listed below.
Track down these locations and find all of the hidden notes.
Okay. Upstairs portrait of a young lady is number 1, which is G. Forest initial, hallway bookstand, castle. Hallway bookstand, that one's B. That's number 3. Glass furnace. It's a red flag ship thing. Portrait of a young lady, florist initial, hallway bookstand, castle gates bell, glass furnace. Oh.
That engraving must be one of the letters that Lucas's dad was talking about.
Hey. And that is number 5. Hallway bookstand, florist initial, and castle gates bell. Hallway bookstand. No, wait. I already have a hallway bookstand. Duh. Florist initial and castle gate bell. Florist initial. Is that an A then? On. The florist would be one of the shops. Ooh, spooky.
That must be one of the hidden notes.
That would be florist is D. remember which one that is. Number 2. Then number 4 is the bell. How do we get to the bell? Great question. Stairs would make some sense.
Pretty dull, but they might come in handy.
She's British for some reason. In the United States. Nope. Come on. Let's see the bell. Oh, wait, Castlegate's bell, like the doorbell, not...
There's a letter G on the doorbell.
There it is.
I bet it's another one of the notes I need.
I now have all the things I need. Aha. And the glockenspiel is over here. Now, this is where, you know, the game wants you to go find out, like, how to play the piano or, like, what notes are what in here, but I am a musician and I kind of know what I'm fucking doing, so it would be G, D. That is not what a glockenspiel sounds like. Just want to point that out right now. That is not at all correct. Is this a locked thing where I have to... So wait, it's supposed to be G, D, B, G, A. Okay. Did I do something wrong? Upstairs portrait of the young lady. It's B, is it not? Okay. Florist's initial. Then outside. And that was over here. D. Yeah. Bell. You just saw was G. Well, we didn't need to do that though. Okay. Portrait.
This must be one of the musical notes I need.
I need to look at it. That's why. This is where some of these games are frustrating, but, you know, fine. I need to go and look at all the
That
things.
must be another of the musical notes I need.
Now, can I play the right notes? Because I wrote everything down correctly. Love that. Okay. I'm going to take a very brief break so I can clean this up and like have a better setup here. Oh, all right. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I've made myself a little drink. I have refreshed myself in the powder room. And by make myself a little drink, I mean I have this, and this is all rum. All of this. Not quite half, but a lot. And now we add the Coke, or in this case, Pepsi, because that's what they gave me. Ooh, did I do this perfectly? Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfection. Oh. Ooh. I also got myself a little sweet treat. This is a cup of icing. It's a cup of icing because I don't really want to have a whole cupcake. I made cupcakes for a belated mother's birthday thing. I hate so much of this. To the background, to the fact that the eyes are not focused on an individual point, but are instead both straight ahead. To the slightly closed eye thing. Oh, I haven't made any new limoncello yet. It's a problem.
This does.
Why don't we try
I should
the...
try that with my phone.
Put it down. There you go.
All right, it looks like I'll be getting security alerts on my phone now.
It does match mine. Security alert. Anya and Carl. Gets them away from the thing. Power up sequence. It's their power key. Turn system on. Also security before. Okay. There's not really anything terribly interesting or whatever about
I
that.
need a key. There's no power.
I remember this game. Hard. Wait, do I have...
There must be directions for
Uh-huh.
how to use this somewhere.
Yeah, we already read them, Nancy. Or do I need to read them again so you know that you read them? Even though we read them. Good? Okay. Want to make sure. Enigma. Is this really supposed to be an Enigma machine? Ah, it is supposed to be an Enigma machine, but we're going to
Looks like it's missing 2 dials.
have an awkward moment when we don't talk about the history of the Enigma machine. Why the Enigma machine was created and who it was created by and for. You're just not going to talk about that? Skirt by that little bit of history? Huh? Huh? Nancy? I actually hate this game. Yeah, see, you're supposed to... do something with these. Okay. Yeah, that definitely didn't work.
There
Nailed
must be
it!
at the castle. Is that Renata? What's she doing there?
She's setting the clocks. We're doing something with the clocks. Well, We know what he's doing.
I've never seen that room before. I wonder where it is.
Ah, the dungeon. So if I hit the Carl
It
button,
must have an area of the castle to secure when the alarm rings. This could come in handy.
like right now? Yeah, like right now. Oops. Fuck. Shit. Piss. Damn it. Snooping time. Can we snoop? Nancy. Nancy. Okay, that's not fun. Festival planning for beginners, whatever.
I have to translate that.
Oh my god, Nancy, can you not read? Okay, monstrosity. So Eve.
I need a key.
Damn it. You don't pick locks anymore? Aren't you able to do that? Weren't you able to do that? What's the point? What's the point? Nancy. Nancy, help me, please. Oh my god. Well, we know someone was doing something with one of the... Oh, that's not where I wanted to go. Thingy. The thing. Here. And will you allow me to play with this clock?
What are you doing with the clocks?
You can't click anything on it, or... No? Anything?
Hi, Nancy.
Bye.
Hi! Alfie to Zane. Oops. Ah, fuck. God, you're terrifying. Small, terrifying child. Everybody locks their stuff. King of the Golden Mountain. Okay. Whatever. Why does everybody have to lock their stuff? Why can't they just give me their stuff? Ooh, ah! Okay. Okay. This game just feels so aimless. Like, what am I supposed to be doing here? Investigating the... what's it?
What do you want?
What were you doing in the shop?
I don't remember being in the shop.
But I saw you.
I'm sure you did. I'm an old woman. I can't be expected to remember everything.
I think you're just hiding behind that to avoid answering my questions.
Just wait. Should you live to be an old woman,
was-
you'll know what it's like.
I was just going to say she's going to do the arm hook, like the finger hook thing. And then she did it right as I was about to say it, so it was like perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Okay, let's go to my room, I guess, and try some calls. Let's call the whipped boy.
Hi, Nancy.
I believe you mean ma'am.
So, how's your search for a mystery?
Not great. So far, I've solved the case of the missing keys, and that's about it. They were in my pocket.
Well, I wouldn't be worried. There are mysteries everywhere. If you keep looking, you'll find one.
I guess I have a great mystery for you, Ned. How about the case of the boyfriend's missing brain? Just a thought.
Thanks. See you later.
See you soon.
Let's call Marcus. He's driving in his BMW.
Hi.
Someone put out a traditional costume.
The case of the missing balls.
Wow. I do not care about that problem. Put it on. Have fun.
Bye.
Wow. I don't care about you. Suck my dick, have fun. Oh yeah.
I called Ned.
I heard. I'm glad the two of you could work things out.
Me too.
Where are you two that you're near River Heights? Like, come on.
Friend.
No problem. It's good to see you two back together.
Thanks. The people here must be scared. I can't get them to answer their doors.
Really? You've tried?
Yeah, no one wants to talk.
They must really be scared of this thing.
The game keeps telling me that I need to be scared of this thing, but it hasn't actually made me scared of it yet.
Renata seemed really upset when she saw me in this dress.
Did she explain why?
No.
It's an older style, isn't it? Maybe it reminds her of something from her past.
I changed into a costume, and when I got back to my room, my clothes were shredded.
Shredded?
Yeah.
That is bad. Someone is definitely trying to send you a message.
I know, but what's the message?
It seems like this person wants you to stick around, and they want you to be in costume for the festival.
And they're trying to scare me.
Well, that's a tall order.
I mean, hey, Nancy, I don't know what to say about this, but like the things that were shredded were a t-shirt and mom jeans. You got a fucking dirndl for free. Do you know how much a like actual traditional dirndl costs? Like, hold on. Yeah, we're talking about like 400, 500 euro, and that was a couple years ago, so it's probably closer to like 600 now, maybe even 700. Like, you're getting cut, like, you got fucking nice shit, Nancy. The t-shirt can be replaced, and the jeans just, I don't know, go to any jeans store where you can get mom jeans. They might be in vogue again now, I don't even know.
Here, it's a pretty strange bunch.
How so?
Well, Carl, the leader here, is off in his own world working on elaborate board games. It's Anya who seems to be running things.
It's really more of a card game with board game elements.
No pushover. She's also a little difficult to read.
Who else is there?
And Taylor, yeah, that's
She's
it.
a traveling storyteller.
Interesting.
Don't worry, Nancy, they'll always have some for you.
Not sure. She can be a little cryptic. There's something she's hiding.
Knowing
What are we gonna do
bottom of it in no time.
when Ann Taylor
Security
and
guard's son. Loves causing trouble. Seems obsessed.
Talbot starts selling stuff for millennials?
That's pretty common.
Really?
I think that's when we are officially old.
Break phase. So,
That's actually a good question.
What made you stop?
got too busy.
Will it be that those stores change their
Is somewhere.
style to suit what we want
Variations on the
as a generation?
for a door theme.
Or
Of the classics.
will it be more of a our brands will grow up with us kind of a thing?
Couldn't be any of them.
Interesting question. Because, like, will it be like, I don't even know what brands do other millennials use. I guess that, yeah, like, will it be like an Old Navy turns into an old person store, right? Like, I don't know. The way that Ann Taylor or Talbot's is. Old Navy was just one that came to mind. I'm going to be honest with that. Okay, we were on the same page. I'm glad we were on the same page there, because I was definitely like, wait, where do millennials shop? I am one. I should know this. But like, seriously, I get my jeans at American Eagle and like sometimes stuff at Old Navy and Target. I get a bunch of stuff from Target, but Target's definitely going to a younger crowd at this point. The stuff I get at Target too is just really basic shit, like Henley shirts. So we're not talking about anything special. The only reason I get American Eagle jeans is because they have jeans that fit me and feel nice. I like my jeans to have a little stretch and softness to them, and like men's jeans do not do that at all anywhere else. Though I suppose now I could probably wear women's jeans. Yeah. I was avoiding that before because it wouldn't have room in the crotch. And well, I don't really need that anymore. I do need the length though. It's a nice thing about getting men's jeans is that they actually tell you the waist and the length. I mean, the theoretical waist and the actual length. But at least you have the length, and that's the important part, you know, versus like, I have to, I see what you're saying, and I feel you, and I'm not going to pretend that women's and men's sizing isn't the same level of weird vanity shit, but like, I have bought both. I have bought clothes in both sets of sizes. Women's is definitely more confusing and definitely more arbitrary, but men's vanity sizing is also a problem. And it is fucking annoying. Like, a 36 pant does not actually mean that it's 36 inches. It means that it's close to 36. Kind of, maybe. So like, my actual waist size, I don't know what it is now anymore, to be honest, but like, when I switched to 36 waist pant, because I finally was like acknowledging that I am no longer a 34-inch waist, and I'm like, all right, I have to get something bigger. I got a 36-inch waist pant, but my waist was actually 40 or 41 inches at the time. So we're talking about like a 4 or 5 inch delta right there. That's just made up. And the 36 pants that I'm talking about too, like, it was only at one specific brand. So I think it was J. Crew. I had to go get 36s, and then at American Eagle, I'm still at 36, even though I'm smaller now. I can fit in 34s if I squeeze, but I can fit in Target's 34s perfectly fine. And again, my waist size has to be no less than 38 at this point, so it's fucking weird. but the length, the pant length, that is something that they're actually good at. If they say the inseam, and like, if you are a 34 inseam, then you at least know that you're getting the right length of pant. You can try 34 34s or 36 34s and figure out which one fits you better around the waist and the thighs and the butt, and then the rest is fine. But women's jeans, women's pants, you have to hope that the 9 actually fits you properly, or the 9 long, tall, that's it, yeah, 9 tall, 9 petite, like, and I know, it's just, oh god, and like, is it misses, is it women's, fucking dumb.
The monster, or something, attacked the castle.
Wait, really?
Yes, it was pretty creepy. When it left, I found a really weird burr. I think it might be a clue.
You should try to find out where the burr comes from. If it's unique enough, it might lead you back to where the monster lives.
So the funny thing for Mented Sims about knowing my actual waist size is that I know my waist size, my hips, and my bust. But I also know my waist, hips, and bust in drag. And that is extra confusing because I get the two of them mixed up from time to time. Like, I actually had some problems because I'm still using old underwear right now in my recovery, to make sure that if anything gets gross or dirty, I can just throw them out. I don't feel bad about it. But I bought new underwear, like, literally on the train ride down to the to DC where I was getting surgery done, and was so excited to use this new underwear, and like, it does not fit properly, even though I got the right waist size. Now, some of it is the cut, but I then went back and looked at the measurements, because it's the underwear that I got is from Tomboy X, so it's, you know, a gender neutral brand. And I was like, well, that's perfect, because, you know, I'm looking for something that's going to have to be like cut like a men's pair of trunks, but doesn't have the space for men's stuff in it. But didn't take into account that Tomboy X, while it is a gender neutral clothing line, and mostly gender neutral underwear, swimwear, sportswear, etc., tends to focus on people who are assigned female at birth, which I am not, and therefore do not have the hip development that they were expecting. Yeah, but when I looked at the sizing chart, I saw the numbers that, you know, says XL is good for hips that are this big, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That's where my hips are. That's where my hips are in drag. That's where my hips are when I'm wearing my pads. It's not where my hips naturally are. And I'm like, I hate that I get these two fucking things mixed up and I cannot remember which one is which. I have them written down, I think. I really should actually pay attention to the written down ones. But yeah, I know my measurements, but I also just get them mixed up with the other of my measurements. It's super dumb. Ugh. I hate ordering things online. I really hate ordering them online.
Oh,
The worst part is that underwear that I bought back in October,
because it was too weird to remember.
and I only just found out that it doesn't fit because I was able to wear them without worrying about getting them gross or whatever.
You go together like peanut butter and jelly. When you're apart, it's like
I'm sorry, I'm just talking right over them, because this is pointless.
comfortable silences. Either way, you're looking at a sandwich that no one wants, and
This is painful.
probably no one will buy it ever.
Yep, that sounds like Joe. Tell him I say hi.
Oh, you wish that was the end of the note. It goes on. A world where Ned and Nancy are not together as a couple is as disturbing as it is dangerous to the quantum makeup
I
of
didn't know that Frank
of reality.
and Joe
You know what? I'm
were
just
involved in this relationship.
That's okay. I think I get the
Just
picture.
saying.
It's really sweet that he cares so much.
I don't think Nancy is willing to be with Frank or Joe. Let's be honest.
Bye.
See ya.
Well, this was fun. Dear Nancy, what the fuck do we do now?
Oh, hello, Fräulein.
So, how did it go with Lucas?
I did not catch him in the act. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, sad man.
I'd really like to help with your character.
Now you should choose hero or monster.
Hero.
Thanks.
I'll let you go. Bye.
See you later, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
I'll let you go. Bye.
Bye.
What's up?
So, how did the prank go?
Pretty good. Not my best.
Oh, that's good. Neither of you were happy about this.
Are you worried about the monster?
Yeah, I think I saw it. I mean, I really did see it. But maybe not. Should I not believe in it? Do you know something about the monster?
I don't really believe in monsters. Usually it's just someone pretending.
You sound like my aunt, always telling me that monsters aren't real.
Well, she's right.
But I can tell even she doesn't believe what she's saying.
Monsters aren't real.
If monsters aren't real, then why do castles exist? And suits of armor? And swords? It can't all be pretend if the rest of this stuff is here.
I do have something for you then, if you like the Hardy Boys. The problem is, I don't know about the cast. Now I can at least link it here, because they did actually make a Hardy Boys game, The Hidden Theft. It's not made by Her Interactive, though. It's made by the Adventure Company, Dreamcatcher, and Joe Wood. If anyone remembers those three names, they might remember the Agatha Christie games. And therefore also recognize that, unfortunately, the Hardy Boys was not a well-liked game. It's not, as far as I know, it's not very good. I just want to see, who the hell are the cast? Here we go, hold on. Jesse McCartney and Cody Lindley as Frank and Joe Hardy. Frank Hardy, Nancy Drew, this actor. Yeah, see, I don't think. That's Jonah Von Spreeken. So they're different voice actors, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're totally different voice actors. I don't know if it's that Jesse McCartney. Hold on. Hidden Theft. It's cast. Oh wait, maybe it is. Seriously? No, that doesn't sound right. No, it's not. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure it's not. I don't. Is it? I'm getting fucking whiplash here. Hold on. No, shit, it is. Ha ha ha. Oh my god, no, it is actually that Jesse McCartney. I am wrong. No, you were right. Holy shit. What happened? How did we get here? Okay. All right then. So yeah, Hardy Boys. Cody Lindley then. Who's Cody Lindley? It's on Hannah Montana. Dancing with the Stars. Okay. That's So Raven. Oof. Whoa. Okay, well, there you go. That's so weird. But yeah, he voices Frank. Or voiced, past tense. There are technically 2 games in this series. There's also The Perfect Crime. Hardy Boys The Perfect Crime. But it's a it's just a called things hidden object game. But yeah, not made by Her Interactive. Very different kind of game from what I understand. I know my brother played it and did not really like it, so just forewarning. Totally different kind of thing.
No, that's not right.
You're like all the rest. That's different. You'll understand when you're older. Stop touching that, you're going to break it. I've had it all before. You don't want to admit how things really are. You just want to pretend that everything is fine.
I'm going to tell you right now, Castles and Knights were not developed for monsters. Called War.
Thanks, see you later.
See you later.
It's called War, you young child.
Hello.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
War. These are all set to different times. I know not how we are supposed to make this happen. I have a bunch of Euro here. Hold on. She likes cake, right? That's disturbing. Is this the only way to get food in the castle? I feel like there should be a restaurant, like a proper restaurant. Doesn't involve prepackaged food coming out of a clock machine that is not actually a clock. Or as quaint as machine makes itself out to be. Just saying. Hey,
Hi.
Would you like some food?
eat some cake.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, she got really fucking excited about that, didn't she? Alright, and she's asleep. Snooping time.
That box. Without waking Renata up.
Let's say chicken scented marker. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Fermented Sims. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Like I made mistakes. Son of a bitch. Yeah, let's try it again. Nailed it. Have a good night. Thanks for joining us. Come on. Did that just move all on its own? Because that's just mean. Is not what I intended. But okay. It's what's happening. Not sure where we're going with it, but it's what's happening. Okay. Okay, I was wondering why it hadn't triggered yet. Like, it was... Okay. We'll get it right. Hold on. Come on, come on, come on. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Chicken scented markers. I just can't quite get over that. Everything's vibrating and I'm just disturbed by this. Ugh. You stop vibrating. 5 seconds? No. No. Not allowed. Why is everything vibrating? I don't understand. The hell is this? Everything is wiggling. Literally everything. I'm so concerned by everything right now. Fucking what was that? Ugh. Come on. All right, let's do this again. What if I do things kind of like this, though? You know? Come on. Ugh, come on. Everything's vibrating again. Vibrating. I know, right? It's not good. This is not okay. Oh, this is the worst kind of space puzzle. I hate this. Oh, we stopped moving. Okay. Hold on. Oh, now we're moving again. Why? It's that one bag of chips. It's just, it will not stay still for some reason. Still I'm not. Why? Ugh, you were fine until you weren't fine. I want to look up. Okay, that was the shortest. Okay, that was. Alright. I hate you. I want you to know that. I hate you. This sucks. Why does she have a tiny bell in there anyway? What is that about? Be careful there. You be careful. Hold on. Bell slightly to the right. Place this here. Let's go on top of the box. Hey. Why the fuck are you moving? I don't understand this fucking... Why is everything moving? Nothing should be moving! I don't get it. What's happening? Okay, stop. Shit. That was me. I hate this. Alright. Okay, I have an end game picture here. I do not know if this will actually work or not, but we can certainly try. I can do that? I didn't fucking know that. Shit. This changes everything. Hmm. Oh my god, the rotation is so annoying. This be okay. Don't move anything.
I need to figure out the color code to open this.
Oh, good. A game of Mastermind. I love Mastermind, and when I say I love it, I mean I really don't. One color in the correct spot. Okay. 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 Alright. That goes there then, and we don't use any of those colors at all. Okay, cool. Nailed it. What's up? All right. Hi, Dreamy. Welcome, welcome. I actually did pretty well on that. I used my brother's blunt force method of mastermind,
What's
and it actually worked pretty well.
It seems like she's tracking the monster.
Ah, the dungeon is behind the glass studio, isn't it? Okay. I don't see any other secret passages, though. Not really. Hmm. N?
I'd better hang on to this.
Oh, okay. Okay. That did not really present us with the most interesting of information, unfortunately.
This is the lowest room in the castle. I should be able to find the dungeon through here somehow.
No? Oh. No? So no? Hmm.
That's too hot.
Do we have gloves? What are these? Just knock it. Hey, we found the secret passage. Cool. This is exciting. And by exciting, I mean it exists, I suppose. There's supposed to be it? No? Okay.
This looks like it's about the legend, and there are letters in the corner.
Hmm. We have N star and OM. There's a floating A that somehow matters, I think.
Looks like something could fit in here. What's that? It looks like some sort of trapdoor.
A trap door? Do I have the necklace? I don't think I have the necklace. What does it say? Oh, in the burr. I guess we have to go out into the forest and see if we can find the bush. That's the thing. I forgot that that was there. Is that really it, though? Is that... Ooh, we found the dungeon. That was so exciting. Oh, whoops.
You just entered my room through the wall.
One of the best lines in the series, I swear to God. If you just entered my room through the wall, I think you owe me an explanation. So we're getting the creepy music, but there's not like creepy stuff. The pricker bushes are to this side. There we go.
Same kind of burr that I found in the storefront.
Okay.
Oh, I'd better find a way to clear a path first. It's not working. These need sharpening.
Ah. They need sharpening. Come on. Come on. Come on. No? Like, why are we getting this super scary music? As if being chased or something. I haven't gotten any of the alerts either yet. Which is kind of weird, but okay. Must be getting alerts. Like, oh no, the monster is here. Woo! Yeah, I feel that, Dreamy. I am also very tired. I am less tired today because I actually slept like 8 hours last night, but you know. I unfortunately realized that last week especially I was kind of going like 100%, and I'm not at 100% yet. I can't do that, and I think it really bit me in the ass. I mean, yeah, the real big thing is post-op depression fucking sucks. I don't know what else to say about that. That's been the struggle of the week for me. It's been like, oh, yay. Not fun.
There's a camp back here.
I cannot say that I feel you on the retail job thing, because I do not work in retail, but my boyfriend does, and he is also in the same boat.
This was dropped accidentally.
I am sorry for you.
It's for.
I wish I had something better to say.
Definitely come in handy.
Ugh, retail sucks. Yes, I'm also lucky that I have never really worked retail. Oh, how did I end up back here? Did I end up back there? Oop, wait. There we go. I mean, yeah, the feeling happens. It's just, it kind of is what it is, I suppose. There's just a disconnect between what I can do and what I want to be doing right now, you know? I want to get back to my old life, and I just literally physically can't. And for a while, it had more logical explanation. Like, you know, first it was literal pain. It's like I'm in constant pain, and then it was, you know, the aftercare dilating takes so much time, and I don't have time for anything anymore, and so I'm sad about that. And now it's like, no, I just can't physically do things at the same pace. And so the interesting conversation my therapist and I had this last week was, and it was interesting, actually, not even necessarily because of what happened in the therapy session, though what happened was very interesting. Because I was talking originally about how I was feeling quite bored at work, and work wasn't really stimulating me in any way, and I was frustrated by that. You know, he then asked me, what is something you could be doing that's worthwhile right now? And I struggled to say something. I struggled to find something. The only things that I could think of were being back here and cleaning, honestly, because that was what was front of mind, and still somewhat is, but I backed off that to some degree for various reasons. And realized that the word worthwhile, like eventually throughout our conversation, I stopped using worthwhile and started using fulfillment, like things that make me feel fulfilled. And then I had a conversation with another friend afterward about all of this, and it was interesting to kind of get their perspective, because the word worthwhile, comes from the word worth, and worth is kind of, not to get too Marxist on everybody, but is kind of an inherently capitalist concept. There we go. Like, why is my time worth something? How does it have intrinsic value? It only has value if I give it value, and we're not talking about something that has value inherently. It does not have a monetary value. It is not related to the economy in any particular way. So why am I using terminology of capitalism to describe leisure activities or healing activities that help me when they don't have capitalist value? So, but then when I was changing the conversation just completely by accident to things that are fulfilling, something that is fulfilling does not necessarily have value, right? Like sitting here playing a video game has no value. In a capitalistic sense, I'm not producing anything. I'm not even cleaning. I'm not even doing work. I'm literally just sitting here enjoying my own time. And so that's kind of reframed it. I still don't really think I have great answers for things that are fulfilling when I'm sitting at work, have nothing to do, and am otherwise unable to do things when I get home. So I think that's the key point of my frustration, that I'm spending all of my energy going to work when I could be doing things at home. And I think about the things I could be doing at home, but when I'm at work, I'm not stimulated in any way. I'm not getting anything done because there's nothing really to do. That's changed in the last couple of days, but we're on spring break right now. Like, the kids aren't there. Classes aren't being taught. And when classes aren't being taught and kids aren't there, I don't have a lot to do, really. Like, it's pretty limited. My job is instruction, and if there's no one to instruct, then, this is not a lot. So, I don't know. Yeah. And not being able to find another job, no one hiring with skill set, I understand that. My boyfriend's struggle right now very much is that he doesn't have the education to support or to be an attractive candidate for another job that's not in retail. But he also doesn't want to take on the responsibility of higher level retail work. He's already a shift lead. He doesn't want to be an assistant manager or manager, which I also understand. And then the reason he's able to afford living the way he does right now, which is, not like living in the lap of luxury by any means, is because he works overnight shifts 8 nights in a row and then 6 nights off. So he gets a shift differential, and he works every single Sunday. Or not every Sunday. He works every other Sunday night. He gets Sunday differential as well, is my point. It's not fair, and I wish I had better answers, but he's really drained by that work, and he's really struggling to want to continue going, but he needs to, and it's not really a good way out. I wish I had better ones.
The girl in the painting, was she really the Freiherr's daughter? Did the girl in the legend really exist?
Who knows? She's not real. I mean, those girls really did disappear, but that's just an artist's guess of what they look like.
It's
Probably looked nothing like that. The part of those drawings that
I can certainly say I did not expect to be the high earner in the relationship when I was considering having a relationship.
I just want to say, I'm so sorry. There's nothing I can do for you. Don't stop running.
Yeah. I don't really know what to say, but yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll make it work. I am, for better or for worse, a inherent optimist. So I'm very much a we will make it work thing, you know.
Goodbye.
There is always a way forward. I am definitely one of those people. And I admit I may be I may be insufferable at times because of it. But I have definitely been in the I can make this work or we can make this work camp when a lot of other people are ready to throw things in. I can't not look at things with a certain part of optimism, I guess. I don't know where it comes from.
Those I do not like to talk about.
You're supposed to help.
My brother had a very similar upbringing to me, and he is not an optimist at all, so I cannot tell you.
Past victims.
What do you mean?
This monster, this is not the first time he's been to this castle looking for a victim.
I've gathered that.
Now, so I will say, nihilism doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't an optimist. I won't say that I am a full nihilist. I do believe that things matter to some degree, but there is a certain amount of nihilism that I do practice. Because the whole thing with nihilism and what people don't really understand about it sometimes is that nihilism is not necessarily, it does not necessarily have an intrinsic, positive, negative, or optimist, pessimist value in of itself. One can be an optimistic nihilist or a pessimistic nihilist or something else entirely. I'm not sure. But the idea behind nihilism is essentially that nothing matters. Now, how you look at that, then I guess is the next part. If you look at the phrase "nothing matters" and you take away that if nothing matters, then I don't matter, and none of this matters, and that sucks. Sure, that's possible, but the way that I look at nihilism from the little bit that I do practice is nothing matters, and therefore I am free to do what I want, right? That's kind of the tack that I take, because if I stop worrying about what my mark on the world is going to be, the fact that nothing matters, right, in the sense that I, as a one singular person, cannot individually affect change that reaches across the globe, and I never will. I've come to terms with that. There's no way I'm going to amass the amount of wealth and influence needed to become a player on the world stage. Sure, fine, okay, so nothing matters. Then I turn myself inward. I'm like, okay, well, what can I influence? What are the parts of my life that I can make better? And that's where I'm like, my little corner of the world, my little friend group, my little neighborhood, that's where I can make things better. And it doesn't have to be something that matters in the sense that people will remember me for it, but it just matters because it makes people's lives better, especially for my loved ones. Yeah. I think a lot of people who are nihilists, even if they're pessimistic nihilists, do think that way to some degree as well. It's just really difficult to see yourself affecting any kind of change at all. But the trouble and the trouble I think a lot of people run into is that they tend to be looking for the change in the wrong places, I guess is the way I would put it. I think in a lot of ways it mirrors how my healing has been, especially the last month or so, with the aftercare that I'm doing. in the sense that you have to change the goal, and you have to be ready and willing to accept that the goal is not going to look like what you think it would have looked like or should look like. You know, for me, it was dilating and dilator size. I was feeling like I was able to meet what I had in mind for goals and that I was progressing in a somewhat linear fashion. But, you know, I've since completely recalibrated and had to change what my goals are to acknowledge that I'm in this for the fucking long haul. Like, yeah, I'm 5 months post-op right now, and I can't take the largest dilator anymore. I just can't. I can't do it. I have to acknowledge that I can't do it. I was able to do it for a time, and then it started making my dilation sessions insufferable. And it was when that happened that I should have pulled back. But I didn't, because I was stubborn and I was trying very hard to make that change happen, because I wanted to happen on my timeline. But I can't make that happen because I don't have that kind of influence over my body, unfortunately. And I don't know why that is. I can't say why that is. I don't know if it's because of the way that I'm healing, if there's scar tissue, if there's a complication that I'm not aware of, or what's most likely, in my case, that I have more tension in my muscles than I thought I did. And I have to find ways to work to release them, which is something that even now, to some extent, I feel I should be able to control, right? Like, you really often feel like you should be able to control your muscles. You should control whether they are relaxed or tensed, but you don't really have control over all of your muscles. Even the ones that you can actually eventually learn to feel and flex and relax and tense, like I am currently learning through physical therapy right now, and the ones in the pelvic floor that I'm learning to do that with, there's only so much that I can influence them. And over time, I'll make it better and easier, but like, man, it sucks right now. But yeah, I've had to come to the understanding that I am on a longer journey for this, and I'm still optimistic that it will end happily and end where I want it to be. And I just have to give myself more time to get there, give my body more time to get there, work with it and listen to it. And I think in a lot of ways, figuring out how to change your own corner of the world is the same sort of deal. Yeah, it's hard, and it's really hard not to compare yourselves to others as well. That's another thing that I really struggle with to no end. Especially comparing ourselves to others in the capitalist system that we are stuck in, right? Like, because we measure everything in wealth and material goods and lifestyle. And, you know, it sucks that basic living things are tied to that. You know, I could not survive in this region, in this city, without the luck that I have. The fact that I have 2 roommates who I get along relatively well with, that we have an apartment that is very much under market rate for the area, and is only done so, I think, because the landlord likes us, or likes me at least. I think he likes all of us at this point. We're only about, we're not quite a year into the lease, but we're pretty close. But like previous roommates I know he liked all of us as well. So I think me staying on helped him in some ways. Yeah. And like, it's difficult because I have friends that live literally around the corner from me. They bought their house. They live in that house together, just the 2 of them. They bought that house. It was $750,000, which is insanity to me. I will never be able to afford that. I would love to live in a house like that. It's not big, not fancy. It needs a lot of work, and they're doing it. But like, I can't afford that. The reason they can afford that is because both of them work in the tech sector, and one of them, their company was sold, so all their stock options were sold for them. They had a shitload of money. My brother makes more money than I do, quite a bit more at this point. I have like 6 times the degrees he has. He has an associate's degree. I have a bachelor's and 2 masters. And he makes like what? Almost $20,000 more a year than I do. He lives in his childhood room with my mother, pays her a nominal amount of rent and room and board, basically, which is less than my share of rent here, even, and has a crap load of money in the bank because he just doesn't really have expenses either. And I am friends, especially in like gay bear circles around here. I am friends with people who take like not quite monthly, but like regular vacations around the United States and the world. They fly first class, they get 4 or 5-star hotels. And I cannot afford these things. Like, there's no way in hell that's happening, right? I'm able to afford what I can, and like I have to get my car inspected this month, which I'm terrified by because last year I was told by my mechanic, who doesn't live here and can't inspect my car, unfortunately, he's a family friend, that I was told that I should look into getting an undercoat for my car because it was starting to rust. And I did not do that. So I'm now at the point where I've gone through another winter, and this car, I don't know how long it'll last. It needs to last long enough until my grandmother's done driving, and then my grandmother can give me her car. I can't really afford a new one. It's just like stuff like this. Like, that's... It is hard not to sit here and compare, but instead I just focus on what I can control and try to mitigate the rest. That's pretty much it. My car goes. I am lucky enough to be in a position where I do not need a car for my day-to-day life. I don't use it on a daily basis. I have a scooter that I use. The only reason I have a scooter is because I can't sit on a bike seat, which I'll get fixed at some point, hopefully. That's a me problem. It's just not comfortable. And also, it's just so fucking windy. Like I mentioned earlier, it's so windy outside, I literally would die on the bike. I biked 1 time last week, and it almost killed me. And I think at this point, I'm just not going to bike this week, let's be honest. But yeah, it's hard. It's hard. And I'm not going to tell you that there's an easy, quick way. The people telling you just get a better job. It is not as easy as that. I know that for a fact. Even at the best of times, academic hiring is insane. There's a position that may open in the nearish future. I don't know exactly when, that I'm eyeing. And the only reason I know is because I know the person who just left the position, and she and I talked. I have so many issues around whether I will even apply. Well, not whether I even apply, but whether I would accept it if they offered and all this stuff. But like, it's going to take months for them to rewrite the position and then have that posted. And then it's going to take months before they finish the first round and actually start contacting for first interviews. And then it's going to take even a couple more months before they actually start doing finalist interviews. And then it'll take at least another month before they contact the finalists and offer the position to someone. So we're talking very well could hit a year easily. And that was what I was running into when I was finishing my degree. Like, I was going through that process in several different ways while very much needing money. And like, I won't say I got lucky. I did get like the perfect job kind of landed in my lap, and I was so incredibly qualified for it that it was, the way I was looking at it, I will admit, was kind of like, if they don't offer me this job, they are kind of stupid, and they did, and that's where I work now. But even taking that job, when I took it, I said, this is not how much I think my work is worth, and I will not be making enough money to live on my own by any means. And that was before inflation went crazy. But it is enough. I don't relish the prospect of doing that all again anytime soon, but and that's a position I know is opening and that I know will be qualified for. I'm not going to go ahead and say that if they don't hire me for that position, they're stupid. This is, even with it being an equivalent position, it would be a step up in a lot of ways. Like, don't get me wrong, I work for an amazing institution that has a great reputation, but this other position would be in a complete different league of its own. So it's not a guarantee that I would be offered the position. It's not a guarantee that it would be mine, and I'd be taking like a year-long gamble on, will I get this, right? And that's for a job that I know is opening. I can't imagine trying to look for a job without income, because I'm in a job and I'm relatively comfortable in that job, at least. Trying to put in the work to look for a job while I'm doing that and going through the process, just, yeah. And I'm also lucky enough to work in such a specialized field that, qualified candidates aren't the easiest to come by, I guess you could say. So, when there's a librarian position open, librarians are going to go to try and fill it. So, funny enough that you say being a manager is a limiting factor. I would not mind being a manager. My problem is that I can't get the experience. I had this conversation with another friend who's in library stuff. She actually left a position here in the city to go somewhere else for a couple of reasons, but one of them she told me was like she did not see a path forward to getting any management experience, any supervisory experience specifically. And I'm in the same boat. I don't supervise anyone. And the kind of positions that I am excelling at don't supervise anyone, and they never will. Like, reference and instruction librarians don't really supervise people unless they are supervising other reference and instruction librarians. And music instruction librarians are so few and far between that if I want to stay in music, I can't supervise other people. Like, music libraries just aren't big enough. There's just no path. Or the paths are incredibly small and tiny and very hard to navigate. So, like, because I've seen positions that are open right now, not ones that I'm necessarily super into, but like positions here in the city that pay really well, and I am exceptionally qualified for, except for the 3 to 5 years of supervisory experience, which I just don't have, and I don't know how I get that. I have maybe a little bit if you really stretch things. I did supervise students when I was at my last job to some extent, but I wasn't their official supervisor. I was just kind of the de facto supervisor because I was the only adult left in the building, kind of a deal. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard. Work shit's hard. Adults hard. Why can't we just get paid to... Why can't we just have like a state-sponsored apartment that just is the bare minimum and does everything you need it to do, and then everything else is icing on the cake? That's all I want.
Why are the victims always young women?
No one knows. Some say that the monster takes a bride.
I would love to get paid to look pretty.
Deep in the forest.
I'd be one of the richest people on the planet, let's be honest.
Oh, no. Come on now.
What do you think happens?
I do not want to know. Those girls never come back. That alone is enough to keep me up at night.
I love how we just had
And Nancy,
this whole
monster is back. You do well to distance
discussion.
yourself from what you see in those paintings.
What do you mean?
We can only guess what will happen next by what's happened before. And if anyone here looks like one of the girls in the paintings, it'd be you.
it's so funny because we're having this discussion right now, and then earlier we had the discussion on PAX East and how like the gaming industry has changed for the worse and is bad at connecting with the fans and players now. And then we go back to this game where I'm just like so
I'd like to help you with your character again.
checked out.
Excellent. Now your creation needs a name. Should it be the Great Bear or Ursa Major?
The great.
They both mean the same thing, but okay. Great Bear is fine.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
This game is boring. This game sucks. Ugh. Like, I'm sorry that I hate on this game so much, and I wish I could give this a better, fairer shake, but man, this game sucks.
Nancy?
Do you do a lot of traveling?
Yes.
What's your
It
favorite?
really is one of the worst. I feel bad that I'm already prejudging this as like, I'm playing it, and I'm like,
Forgetting what makes it.
this is gonna be at least D tier.
What does that mean?
A long time ago, when you would travel from town to town, each place would be different. You'd never know what you were going to find over the next hill. But now, it's all the same. Now you just wonder, will the fast food place be on the left side or the right side of the street? I feel bad for your generation. There's less to explore.
I still think there's a lot to see.
There is, but there is also less. What you think of as wild now is nothing. Too many people want to tame this world, and too many people think that they have.
This whole game feels preachy and just like a
It is a dangerous place. It will always be. Your
Exactly.
grandparents and
Yeah,
parents
you
spent
nailed
time
it.
surrounding the sharp corners of the world to make it safer. But all that they've done is make the world uniform and boring. It is still just as cruel and deadly.
Actually, yeah, I agree with that. It's called monopolization and capitalism. Have you read Karl Marx? He is German, after all.
I agree.
Das Kapital, darling.
See you later.
Goodbye, Nancy.
So, yeah, I'm having a weird moment here. The games don't bring up Karl Marx in any way, shape, or form. But it does have an Enigma machine. Okay, I guess. All right. The Enigma machine was not developed for and by the Nazis, but it was adopted and heavily used and made famous by the Nazis. And so there is an Enigma machine in this game, but we're not going to talk about Karl Marx. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, I know. I just find it funny what these games are trying so hard to avoid sometimes, that it almost becomes like a perfectly shaped hole that you know goes in that space. Ghost of Thornton Hall is the other one that comes to mind. Like, and again, for those who aren't deeply steeped in Nancy Drew stuff, I know it's a game that you haven't run into, but Ghost of Thornton Hall takes place on like a plantation house in the South. And like they bend over backwards and twist themselves into knots to avoid using the word slavery. It is painful. There is a giant like American South slavery shaped hole in that game, which is a pretty good game. I gotta give him that. It's pretty good. It's actually scary and has some pretty good puzzles and story, but like anyone who's ever experienced any part of American history classes, even middle schoolers who have probably played that game, like we're the target audience for this game, right, would know what they're talking about. Like, you don't need to hide it. It's okay. We get it. Warren Bossing say, absolutely true, though. Absolutely true. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing in this moment? Like,
Hi!
Do you know what the stories about these missing girls are all about?
I heard that all those girls, they were killed by the monster.
Do you think that's true?
I hope not.
I'll let you go. Bye.
See you later!
yeah, some parts of the country definitely are. See, the thing is, I don't think that Her Interactive was actually trying to, like, omit it from history. I think they were just kind of, like, pulling back to be like, we're not gonna hit that particular thing. Which is interesting that they then took a swing and a miss with Midnight in Salem, because that's definitely trying to talk about some American historical trauma. And like I said, swing and a miss. Also fair. Yeah, the whole fucking game that shall not be sold. Oh, don't worry, her interactive. We remember 7 ships. It also helps at least that 7 ships is also a shit game. It's a bad game with a character in blackface, so...
Hello?
Is my card ready?
Here you are.
How boring. This outward monster hides his true self under a covering of filthy fur. It's not filthy, I clean regularly. What the hell?
Thanks. What's the story with the Die Ungeheuerlichkeit Nacht Festival?
Good job, Nancy, you said it.
It's simply the best night of the year. Well, normally it is. This year, I don't know.
What does the festival celebrate?
Every year, the whole castle gets together to celebrate another year without a monster sighting.
I don't understand. Why are you having a celebration this year?
There are strange things going on, but we're not sure that it's the monster. Also, we already paid for the custom-made cake.
Well, if you've already got the cake.
Truth is, it's best to give everybody something positive to focus on. These are frightening times.
See, I hate Carl. I like Anya, though.
Thanks, see you later.
See you later, Nancy.
I find him and his game insufferable. I also hate Raid, though. So, and I know that's mostly me. I don't like it. What the fuck am I supposed to be doing in this game? Like, what the actual fuck am I doing in this game right now? This just is like, we're not doing anything right now. Alright, there's another monster sighting. When does it happen, though? Okay. Except it doesn't work. It hasn't happened. There's obviously something that's not happening. Huh. I'm supposed to get an alert at some point. That's why I'm like just sticking around here. I can't seem to figure out what to do next. Nothing more to be done with you. Okay, I have some ideas. All right. Oh no, we already resolved the Nancy Ned fight, unfortunately. Ragnarok had the great idea to have him he's doing his whole like I can be a detective too thing, right? And Ragnarok had the great idea to have him there he goes. Have him start the case of the missing balls. His specifically. Nancy probably took him with him. With her when she went there.
Picture in the raid guide. There must be something special about this painting. What a strange place to keep.
Thank you. Yeah, didn't make that connection. I'm gonna admit that was on me. What is this? Oh shit. Oh, today goes on, I find myself wishing I could be with you in the mysterious far place you call home, Alberta. Really? Okay. One of them part of your snow-covered world, but I know this isn't meant to be. Think of the station. How I can explain to you? I can never breathe you. But I know, no, that's too near for you to know. Okay, whatever.
It says Anya. Could it be for the shop?
Okay. Know what to do with that, though. No? Numbers. Numbers.
I can't play this game alone.
Nope. Ah. Oops. Sun, moon, comet thing. Okay, yeah, but I don't know how to do anything. It's not letting me do that. Yeah, yep, yep. Oh. What? Did I miss something? I think I missed it.
We're not
Yup.
supposed to drop this. I should figure out what it's for.
Hold on. Elsa Castlefinster. There is a book up the stairs.
Third clock from left, 1921. This must be how Renata opened the clocks. I'll need to try this out myself.
1921. Okay. Which would be what? Hold on. 721. Wait, nope. Third one from the left, okay.
I need to find a way to wind the clock. Wrong again. I need to find a way to wind the clock.
Pull the chains? That's how these work.
Darn!
Darn indeed. I like this. 1921 in military time is 721 to us civilians. No, it's also 1921 in European time because, you know, we just use the AM PM thing, whereas Europeans tend to, anyway, whatever. Ah. Pull the lever, Kronk. Fuck! God, that's the most scary part of this game, is the fucking child. Get out of the fucking thing, Anya. Come in! Have the E.
I bet I could use this on one of the clocks. Something isn't quite right. Why would Anya print these emails and keep them here?
Man's a fucking asshole. Okay. Now I have a thingy. This is fun. Close enough. Oh, the emails. Oh, right. I didn't read the emails out to you. It was basically emails from Marcus, the owner of the castle.
This must have been what Renata was hiding.
Basically saying, like, you know, we haven't met our financial goals for the quarter, and, you know, your jobs are on the line. And then the next one was like, we still haven't met our financial goals. You know what happens if you don't fix it, like, get better. And then the last one was like, I'm super disappointed. You're all fucking terrible. Use everything at your disposal to make this a for-profit venture. Blah 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 blah. Like that was literally it. Yeah, asshole. I mean, are we surprised? But no, we're not. Not surprised at all. Let's be honest. Ah, finally.
Sighted on castle grounds. This is not a drill. Monster sighted on castle grounds. This message will not repeat.
Alrighty, finally we get something. Jesus fuck.
There's someone in the courtyard. It's the monster. I better go see if I can track it.
Yeah, that's a smart idea, Nancy.
It's the monster.
Gasp! Run after him. I'm sure it'll be fine. Are we supposed to be scared right now? Just want to point out that we are not scared.
He hasn't noticed me. I should try to get closer without being seen.
Yeah, that's not gonna go well, is it? Here she goes. And aha. Gasp! Okay, remember, I am the biggest scaredy cat on the planet, and this is not a worry to me at all. Okay. Parkour. Okay. Well, this was fun.
Can't open it. It looks like that one lever is blocking the rest. I need to see if I can slide it free.
That's not right. But there's more. Nancy's trying to be Assassin's Creed. Wrong game, Nance. Wrong game. Sorry, we can't do that. Not in this one. Move you is the problem. No. You are my problem, aren't you? You can't move that over there. Wait, no, we just can't do that. Yeah, they reuse a lot. It's painful. They reuse a lot. Every time I think I'm making progress, it falls apart a little further. There we go. Oh, okay, there's more. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be done in 2. These things fucking come in 3s. shit.
Oh, that was too close. Well, this certainly proves it was not my imagination.
Cool. Did you right before that? Can we talk about the missing banister over here? We're just gonna ignore that. Bothers me. Oh, right there. Talk about that? Is that one of his pranks? Is that literally what that is? Because that's not really good. Just saying. Game is just a mess. It's just, the whole thing's a mess. It's a mess. Again, I would remember that. Fuck, I hate you. I would remember. Wait, was that? Hi.
I wonder what Lucas is doing with these.
What you got there, little child? You gremlin. Nancy, you put that in your notes. There it is. So, Monsona and Comet is K. Sona, Mond, Comet. No. Okay. Now I should be able to figure it out. O, E, F, H, Q, L, D, U, U, N, E, C, A, I, N, S, X, L, U, G, P, Q, S, G, L, V, K, J, H.
Crack the code.
8261. Now it's interesting that that's in English and not in German, but you know. 826 826 1. Carl. Kevin. Oh, come on, you already unlocked it. How many? Hey, 8, 2, 6, 1.
Let's see what Carl's up to.
Okay. 4 is Little Snow White. 3 is the Gold Trillium. Okay. 4, Snow White. 1 is Sea Hare. know what these mean. 3 is gold children. Design was defensive based plus the thing shepherd. Went to all kind of appointments.
That's the 5th color-coded entry. I wonder what that means.
No, rumple. Still skin. And 5 is donkey. And I did not write down green. Of Little Children is red. Little Snow White and Sea Hare are both blue. Let's see here. Okay. Grim character, the donkey, green, that is a 9. I don't know what this is for, but we'll find out. Gold Children, Golden Hunter is red, that's 15. Purple Stiltskin, yellow is 13. Sea Hare and Snow White. Sea Hare, blue, 5. I have to go to bed. Oops. And Snow White, blue is 11. I don't know what these mean, but now we have the numbers. So, cool. Glad we had this talk. Good talk.
Yes?
Has anyone tried to fight the monster?
What do you mean?
Seems like some of these girls could have used some help. Aren't there usually knights in shining armor in old castle stories?
Yes.
Or guns in modern ones.
Shining armor back then. In fact, there are many around today. Do you know what that really means? Knight in shining armor.
A hero who saves the day.
No. A knight in shining armor never did nothing for nobody. He never fought. A knight in dented, scraped armor. Now that's what you want. You want a knight in shining armor? Go see Carl. Anyway, what's with this light talk? You hardly seem like the damsel in distress type.
True. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. How did
Did Nancy just admit that she is goated?
It's a long story. What? Nothing? That was a joke. Always Americans, you have to tell them you are making a joke. Come now, we do it again.
What?
Ask again.
Okay, how did you become a storyteller?
It's a long story. I say this jokingly.
I get it, but I'm still curious.
Thank you for the
All right, a pity.
blunt.
That's enough. I can move on. It was bad times. Between the wars, I was out with my father and my sister. We had been traveling for a long time.
Between the wars. Okay.
My sister, she was very sick with a fever, and it was raining. She needed a warm fire very badly. My father and I knew this. Finally, we see a fire in the distance and a group of men. Like I said, it was bad times. Everyone was very scared and very used to fighting, sometimes killing, to get by. I could see my father was afraid. He said, "Follow me. If they do not laugh, you must run." I followed him. We got to the fire. The men, they grabbed their guns. I thought, this is the end. My father looked at them and he said, "Gentlemen, you smell bad. You're ugly and your mothers dress you funny."
What?
I know. Dead silence. Then, suddenly the biggest one with a scar like this. He starts to laugh. Then they all do. Next thing, we are by the fire. My father, he tells stories all through the night. My sister, she's okay. In the morning, we leave as friends. And I just knew I wanted to be like him.
Okay.
Thanks. See you later.
Goodbye.
Thank you for the story. Between the wars. Again, I will focus on the question, what were you doing in World War II?
It looks like the monster had a target in mind when he attacked the courtyard. Do you think he's going after someone in particular?
No, I do not think that is the case. I wish it was, though.
Why's that?
Then we would know what to expect.
Who are all those letters to?
What?
Sorry, I just sort of saw them.
No one.
Why write so?
No one. Oh,
That is none of your business.
it is now.
Thanks. See you later.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, sir.
Hello.
Can you tell me a little more about the festival?
It's the best. It's a shame that you're here this year. Normally it's so much bigger. It's this big get-together with lots of dancing and great food and great stories. Oh, and there is this fantastic cake. It's just amazing.
No, unfortunately, we are actually kind of far away from the end. Looking at the thing, so
What is the festival a
it's,
celebration of?
Well, the story goes...
it's been a long time talking. It's my fault.
Victim, the whole castle got together and built a huge bonfire and took an oath to find and destroy the monster. They met each year to renew their pledge, and they burn a monster made of sticks in effigy.
Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean then.
Went by, it just became an excuse to get the whole castle together for a fun night. Well, that's the story most years.
Someone just trapped me in the gates out front.
What? What do you mean?
I saw the monster, and suddenly I was trapped between the castle gates. Who knows how to operate them?
Everyone. There's really not much to them. But you saw the monster?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Should we warn everybody?
No. I'm not even sure it was really a monster.
Ah,
Yeah, the face didn't move much. Kind of like it might have been made out of rubber.
for warning everybody.
Latex,
Keep
you know.
working at it, Nancy. I'm sure you can do it.
See you later.
See you later.
Tschüss.
What's up?
I got stuck between the castle gates. Did you have anything to do with that?
No, but I did lock you out when you first got here. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I remember that too.
See you
Oh,
later.
demon child. Tschüss. Now what? Now what? Oh, I forgot TK. TK's in there too. Ooh. Excuse me. N** OMTK. I guess let me just try reading these in order here. 19, 17, 25. Okay, well, that's 25 right here. 17 is TK. This is 19, so TKOMN. Star. I'm assuming there's more. I am probably close behind. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do next so I can at least plot myself there and know what I'm doing next week. Um, 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 um. Okay. I have a plan.
I wonder what's down there. Hello?
Okay. I feel like we could have just...
Wait,
Ah!
what's that?
Oh, we're going down, actually.
I bet all of the edges that are touching need to match up.
Okay, so those are, in fact... I don't like these puzzles. Okay. Don't like these puzzles. That might actually be something. Okay, hold on, hold on. Nope, not that one though. Nope. Oh, this doesn't... Wait. Yeah, we're getting further than we did last time. We might have hit the end anyway. Nope. Actually, let's do most of the ones that are doubled like that. Get those done and out of the way. Good possibilities for this one. Okay, good to know. Okay. Ring and bird together. Oops. That's not right. Okay. End up more or less in the same spot. Although, perhaps now, different pieces at our disposal. No. Yeah. Let them know. Okay. Nope. No. Okay, so that one is also a no. Sword bird. Bird sword. Oh. Ah, that one I think is also a no. Sword bird is still not a combo I can do here. This is the only other possibility. Wait, that's not possible. Wait, I must have missed something then. I must have messed up somewhere because this is also not possible. Okay. Just give me like one hint here. Oh, this is in the right place. Okay. Now that I know this one is in the right place and this one is in the right place, I can kind of go from there. Nope. That is also in the right place then. Hey, we did it. Secret tunnel.
Stone tile with
Secret tunnel.
me through.
Through the mountain. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. Why is there a secret tunnel? That's a good question. Right, this is a maze, isn't it? I think it is. That's weird. I know not where I go. I know not what I'm doing. Oh. Oh, hey. Well, shit. Got me out of my room. Alright, I just circled the big thing that says maze so that I remember it, because it is now time for me to also head toward bed. I am tired, and it is now past 11. That was on me. I muted my mic and I moved it away. I did that because when I stopped playing video games with friends, that's exactly what I need to do. And I was like, hey, I'm done with the video game. Mute button, push it up. I'm like, wait. So yeah, this has been a time where we played a game. I guess. Yeah. Here we are. Ooh, so much fun. Having a great time. I mean, we are having a good time. I'm having a good time. shitting on this game and roasting it, you know, but we do have to play it still, unfortunately. So here we are. Anyway, yeah, that's it for today. That's it for this week. We will pick up again, probably with the last of Captive Curse next week. I am going to say the same thing I said last week. I'm going to take it kind of by ear, and we're going to see if I can manage to do Tuesday and Thursday. Like I mentioned earlier in the stream today, last week I ended up doing pretty much 100% when I realized that I can only really give 80%, and it really hit me hard. That's why this week was so rough. And so kind of because of that, I am leaning toward we will be back on Thursday. If only because it gives me Tuesday to recuperate, to chill, to not have something to do. Because as much as I love being with you all, I really do, and this is really energizing for me in a lot of particular ways, it is also now 11 o'clock at night, and I need to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. So, you know, it's tough. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie. I'm figuring it out, but I don't want to make any promises I can't keep. So I will not promise Tuesday. I will promise Thursday, however. We will at least be back on Thursday. Keep an eye out on socials. Keep an eye out on the Discord. I will let you know when I am streaming, as per usual. So anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks all for joining. See you next week. Have a great weekend. If you're here in Boston, keep dry because, oh my God, it's going to get wet. So have a great night, everybody. Love you all. See you soon.